I don't think there's much I can say that already hasn't been said about how Game of Thrones ended, but I'm gonna make this quick. This was so annoying because how do you build up for years this showdown between Jon and the Night King? We get there and you go, you know what? Let's have Jon stuck in a corner and let's have Arya Space Jam jump off a tree and shank his ass like his prison. Like, yo, who are these niggas? Not one tried to call out the play or, you know, stop her. I know Tom Brady must have been sick watching this lack of QB protection. And to all the people that's like, oh, but it doesn't have to be Jon Snow that's the hero. It's good another character stepped up. This is how you wanted it to happen? Arya had an easier time taking out the boss of the entire show than she had fighting Brienne. They really had the chosen one hiding behind a rock, knees tucked to his chest like he was Stewie Griffin. You hate to see it. Now I need y'all to understand for this next one. When I say pointless, I don't mean the impact it had on characters. But Uncle Ben's death gotta be one of the most sadistic shit I've seen. Simply because Peter been getting bullied his whole life. Man's been getting stuffed in lockers, spitballs, swirlies, and the one time this boy Peter decides to stand up for himself, it gets his uncle capped? But there's two I would like to highlight. The Amazing Spider-Man version asked to get shot. Literally, how do you see a man running, Glock falls out, and your first move is to scream, hey! Then get into a tug of war with your old ass. This man thought he was Captain America. Needless to say, he fucked around and found out. And as bad as that was, the Raimi version is even worse! Because it's one thing if I tried to be Batman and I ended up like his parents. But no way is my soul resting at peace if I talk no jutsu this man out of being a whole criminal just for him to shoot me anyways because he got spooked by his homeboy who was too excited about the bodega across the street having a 2-for-1 special on chopped cheese. What kind of Scooby-Doo zoink shit is this? This is New York. We got police sirens, subway trains, rats, taxis avoiding black people, males rapping in oversized coats. All these sounds happening damn near 24/7. But your boy asking if you want Lay's or Doritos on the side got you trigger happy? And why do you even still have the gun out? I know Uncle Ben was watching Black Suit Peter beat Sandman's ass in 4K in heaven and was rewinding that shit because he should have been heated. And speaking of Spider-Man 3, this and another one I got coming later gotta be in competition for the most pointless and dumbest death because yo. What the fuck? I know some people want to try to argue, oh, but if Eddie was alive, he would have just been thrown in jail, and at least this way he gets to be free. Shut your stupid ass up. Because context is everything, and he was not thinking about any of that shit when he decided to go do his best Corbin Blue and jump in. Like, yo, how bad was your life for you to get to this point where you're on your knees praying to God to kill a nigga? No hesitation either. And God was so offended, he had this man get possessed in the same church the same night because of some fake photos you took. And this was after all that shit you was talking about the aperture and the contrast.
Now, see, photography, it's not just about, no offense, flagpoles, whatever. It's about lighting, composition, drama.
A few moments later.
It's a fake. Empire State Photographic Department confirms it.
It's just
You're fired!
I want you to kill Peter Parker.
Then again, if I fumbled Bryce Dallas Howard, I might contemplate if life is worth living too. Also, please like, share, and subscribe, or I might lose hair. It is actually ridiculous. Imagine if Neji had died from the injuries in his fight with the spider nigga from part 1, and his last words were, I may die caged bird, but I believe Naruto will change my clan's future and save yours as well, Sasuke. Now compare that to this anticlimactic, out of nowhere death he actually gets. Who thought this was okay? They did this to Mr. 360? First Jonin in his class, and it's crazy because in the anime, our boy uses his Byakugan to isolate the 2 most dangerous spikes. And instead of air palming or rotating them away, he pulls an Eddie Brock. Fam, you had time. Like, niggas have been waiting for Neji to do something, literally anything in Shippuden, and this is what he gets? 10-10 made it out and contributed, but not Neji. And it's crazy how fast this death gets brushed aside. Naruto has a quick heart attack while his ops talk shit to him, all for his own girl to slap him and tell him to stop being a bitch. They should have had Neji bang out in the pain arc or something, because this death was nothing but pain. As much as I want to jump on the Christmas off, I really gotta start off with Mr. Wolfang Fist himself. Man played 30 minutes and put up 0 points, 0 rebounds, and had 75 turnovers. Like, Yamcha's design was too cool for him to be going out like that, because everyone was stunting on these Cybermen. Krillin pulled out a double barrel and no scope multiple. Piccolo, gingivitis being one to death. I'm pretty sure Tien headbutted one into a coma, and then Yamcha gotta be the only one to get into a full death battle with one. And as sorry as this scene was, I'm glad it happened, because it gave us one of the greatest anime memes of all time, all at the cost of Yamcha's dignity and dating life, because Bulma really went all the way to Namek so she can bring him back to life and promptly dubbed that nigga. Nappa saw that and realized this finna be baby food, so he starts going to work, even high-five Tien's arm off clean, and that must have been the hand he used to abuse his sirloin, because Chaozu took offense and decided to blow himself up. Now, this death should not be on this list, but it is because, yo, not only did Chaozu do 0 damage, but the man's armor came out clean too. Like, how weak are you that turning your body into a bomb at best caused a sandstorm? And ain't nobody sad too. Like, with Yamcha, Bulma felt that in her soul. But the only one mourning the garden gnome was Tien. And he had W mans for this. He used all of the life juice he had left to try and kill Nappa. Unfortunately, he's on this list, so you know what that means. And it ain't do shit either. And he didn't destroy the armor. Shit gotta be made out of vibranium. I've never seen someone go from the height he was at to where he is now, all because of words. Like, normally be shit like alcoholism, or drug addiction, or trying to run away from a white girl. But Dababy's downfall genuinely needs to be studied. There was a good point in recent history where we had kids singing along to Bop and Rockstar. The man was getting away with literal crimes, shooting, beating fans, employees, other rappers. But then he made the ultimate mistake by going after the one group you shouldn't. Let's roll the clip. Ladies, if you lick the gooch while you suck dick and juggle the balls like keys, go on and put your camera light up in the air. Fellas, if you ever killed somebody or ruined their day, go on and put that camera light up in the air. And for all the gays and everyone with HIV, leave. You are not welcomed here. Show gross ass. And the rest was history.
Nice, baby.